Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Milk here, picking up where we left off in the last episode where we regrettably got wiped out of our aberration shadow cave by some cheaters. So we packed up that base and moved everything over to Island Pack Cave where we'd already started constructing our defenses. Now I'm just over here starting the episode on Svartalfheim, which was our other map, just trying to establish ourselves as the Alpha tribe. This was another tribe that was built up in one of the caves, and as I was over here, I just saw that they had accidentally put on their teleporter to public, so I jumped in with a bit of a fat kit and shot their tech Jenny. Now, unfortunately, their UT and Giga were on aggressive, so I didn't get out alive. So I'm here trying to rescue my kit and break back in. So I'm just calling Tamed over to come and kill this Giga for me. He didn't want us to attack this tribe. He wanted us to be friends, but you can't pass up an opportunity when you see a public TP that might belong to an enemy tribe. So sorry, Tamed. I went in and I blew it up before you could stop me. So he's coming over to come and kill this Giga for us. Just gotta try and kite it off this cliff. Come on. No, don't run away from me now. You were so keen to kill me 5 minutes ago. Oh, there we go. That'll do. Nope, that won't do. There's the UT. Pretty sure the UT is the one that has my kit. I don't know what that gig is doing. I mean, we don't have to kill that gig if he doesn't come down. But we'll deal with his UT. Get my kit back. He's running away again. All right. Nope. He's coming back. The pathing in ASA is absolutely terrible. It was better in the original game. There we go. I'll leave Tame to deal with those. Let's go see what I left inside. I think I should have a Pyromane in here as well somewhere. I don't think that died. I think the Tames were just on neutral. So these guys weren't as established as I feared they might be. I had no idea how big this cave was before I teleported into it. Oh, there's my Pyromane. It looks like we're probably already more established than these guys, even though we've only just gotten to the server. I think they are Bobs, which I do feel bad about. I mean, I don't like hitting Bobs. They might be richer than we are at the moment, but still feels bad. They're clearly just learning how to play the game. See if they've got any they do have a lot of BPs. Yoink. Oh, that's not bad flak. Over 1k Jura, that's probably comparable to what we've got at the moment. A little bit of element. They are online at the time, because this teleporter literally just turned on to public within the last 10 minutes. So we've got to be a little bit careful, and as soon as Tamed kills that UT, they're going to get a ping wherever they are, if they don't already know. But having seen the quality of the base, I think we should be fine. Well, here's the cryos. Do we blow it? The aggressive penguin chasing us away. Oh, dilemmas, dilemmas. I think we were going to blow it. If these guys turn out to be aggressive, then there's no point in leaving them with their dinos. But if we take it, then we've got a bartering ship. There we go. Now Tamed has destroyed something, so they're going to get alerted if they didn't already know we were in here. Sorry, Penguin. Oh, wow. That's quite a lot of Mororexes there. Nice. Let's go and see how Tame's getting on outside. Oh, that is Tamed. Inside. Alright, and there we go. Actually, he managed to separate the Giga and the Uti, so we don't actually need to kill the Giga. There's my kit. Oh yeah, I had a tech gen and tech turret on me. I was going to be placing a farming TP when I used their TP instead. Perfect. So the guy actually started complaining in chat that he was just a duo tribe playing with his friends and he didn't have anything. And like I said, it was apparent that they were bobs as soon as I blew into their base. And despite us only having recently started on this map, we were more established than them and we were clearly the alpha. So I did say I would give him all of his loot back. A lot of it was just tame diners. There was no mutation breeding going on, so I'm just waiting for him here to give him all those BPs back again. Feels bad because it would have helped us out a lot, but I don't want to raid Bobs. So I'm just going to drop him his blueprints and all of his cryos. I mean, reading the chat now, he's not exactly saying thanks. I don't know what I was expecting, but obviously he's a bit pissed, as I guess he would be. But, you know, if you make a mistake on a PvP server, what can you expect? If he does continue to be rude to us, then I'll just raid him the conventional way. Pretty sure I could just raid him on my own, even with his tribe mates. So here we are, we're heading back to our outpost, which isn't too far from their base. This map, Svartalfheim, as I said before, is a no-flyer map made by Necatus, the guy that does Astraeus. It's a very beautiful map, very nice map, but these floating platforms on a no-flyer map are pretty broken. There isn't really a legitimate way of raiding this. There are some teleporting pads that take you as part of the terrain from the ground up onto the platform, but we've got all of our defenses and aggressive Mororexes there standing over it. So really, after our experience on Aberration, where I don't know whether we were getting meshed or what the cheat was, this should help us defend against cheaters a lot more effectively, especially with the amount of meshing that's been going on this cluster so far. So here we are, jumping over to our ice cave, which is in the very northwest of the map. This is my favorite cave on this map. It's got 3 choke points that are very hard to fit anything through, and loads of space on the inside for building. So we've got Arco there, who's just setting up our crafting area. This is what's going to become our main base. I can't see any way of raiding this legitimately, because you can't throw out cryos through the crouches, so they're going to have to run in on small tames again, and with plenty of ceiling turrets shooting straight down after the chokes, make it a very, very difficult raid. So Arco's been hard at work building this up for us. Lovely, beautiful crafting area and a nice war room. Like I mentioned, we've also got Pat Cave built out over on Island. And since my mates got wiped out of Aberration Cave from those cheaters, we've now joined forces. So having 2 big main bases is a good idea. We've got our kitchen now built as well. And this is the Skylord Cave, so you got a Skylord artifact all the way up here. So we're going to build this out fully, but this is plenty of space for crafting, for a war room, for a kitchen, and some space for keeping breeders and raising diners there. So yeah, Arco's done a great job with the build so far. And now we're going to jump over to the island. So the guys from Aberration are mainly focusing on the island map. And here there was a big established alpha tribe living in Carno Cave. So obviously first task of taking over any map is to turf out the existing alpha. Yeah, they had a number of these pearl caves built out. So we're just warming up the stegos, clearing out some pearl caves, seeing if there's any juicy loot for us in here. So I hadn't played a lot with these guys before this point. The initial intent was that they were going to take over Aberration and be a completely separate tribe. and we were just going to play on Island and Svartalfheim, but actually that raid against the cheaters, that raid defense against the cheaters, pushed us together, and now we're one big happy tribe. So here we are. I had to go to work after that Pearl Cave raid, and meanwhile the lads went over to Carno Cave. They got in surprisingly quick. I think it was offline. I mean, the players were offline, and so they saw their opportunity and dived in. So I finished my shift now, and they're asking for some help getting the loot out, and it certainly was a fat raid. So these guys that we raided, they were a small tribe themselves, but they were farmers. The lads have already got quite a lot of loot out. You can see that. Look at that. 4 deadies of ARB for us. Loads of cryophrages full of tames. And at this point, you know, we've just been living on aberration. We've got no flyers. We've got no water dinos. We've got poor BPs. So finding these guys and getting all of their loot certainly gave us the leg up that we absolutely needed. If we'd had this loot in Aberration Shadow Cave, there is not a chance that those cheaters would have raided us out of that cave. It's just a shame that obviously transfers weren't enabled, and this raid came a couple of days too late. But we're feeling very secure in Pack Cave at this point. Loads of flak to restock our vaults. And over here is their crafting farming area. Sorry about the lack of gamma. Can't really see what's in there, deadies, but we'll take a look at the loot at the end of the video. Certainly, this is everything we needed and more. We're just killing the Oviraptor, getting some lines. Like I say, oh yeah, nice trike, carbo, Theri, so an Anki as well. Good stuff, especially for us having just come from aberration, so we don't have any Theris. We don't have any of them very much at all. And now it's just time to burn their dinos. These guys aren't bobs. We don't want them coming back. We don't want them coming back for revenge. Hard to see how they would at this stage, but gonna meet run their dinos anyway. We also want to take Carno Cave. The island doesn't have many good base spots, but Carno is one of the better caves. Oh, nice. Rex line. That's good. Didn't have any Rexes, obviously. And then plenty more for eggs. So here we are back at our base, just having a look through what we got. And let me tell you, we got a lot. So I'm doing the carbo breeding. Their carbos are all right, not quite as good as ours, albeit ours is the aberrant line. Here we've got our first cryophage, lots of PTs, lots of carbos, lots of stegos. This is good. We've got FFA tames that the guys can use for rocket runs, for base defense, more carbos. This 6 guy, whoever he is, he loved breeding carbos even more than I love breeding carbos, and that's saying something because I am always breeding carbos. Oh, nice. We've got Bassies. That's good. Dunkleos. No water tames from aberration, so that's good to get us up and running. More carbos. Oh, loads of Mororexes. That's great. Mororexes are the most overpowered dino on this cluster. They can do everything. So having plenty of those in stock is definitely a winning strategy. What else forgot? All right, we've managed to get some flak BPs. 1.1k Jura flak leggings was the one that we were missing, and actually, yes, that's an upgrade. Our best one before that was 740, so that is huge. That is absolutely great. More water dinos, some tech things, tech trans, tech gens, decent. This is still before Gatches are released, so Element is only from boss fights at this stage, so some tech structures having in supply is good. That is not bad. Mororex base stats. Here we're just having a look through all the vaults. Loads of fert eggs. Like I say, we've just had a recent massive influx of players, so getting loads of fert eggs is great because everybody can get some personal dinos. because at the moment we don't have breeders out for everything. So this is a massive leg up, and to be honest, it's going to be needed because in the next episode we're going to have to go on the offensive against the cheaters again. So time for the lads to get all their personal dinos up and running. Time for us to get the breeders set up. Time for us to get our blueprints sorted and get everything organized. But yeah, so much loot from this raid. Absolutely huge progress. So here we are just looking at our war room. For some reason, these guys had like 4 deadies of silica pearls. So yeah, we've got electronic for days. We don't need to farm for a while. There's more cryo fridges full of tames. Loads more garbos again. Key to a good base is an organized base. I'm just sorting out all of our FFAs so that people can grab dinos and make sure that they're all leveled and saddled in case they're needed in a hurry, in case we get fobbed by any of the bigger tribes on the cluster. So just sorting out those cryopods, having a look through the rest of the stuff. There's not a lot else noteworthy. Lots of artifacts for the trophies for the boss fights. Some more blueprints. Just making sure we aren't missing any good blueprints. And that's that. So yeah, 10 out of 10. Great raid from the guys. Massive to get all that loot, and really has got us set up in this cluster and ready for war. So last couple cryo fridges, got some rock elementals, we've got some more sharks, of course more carbos. I don't think I need to breed carbos for a very long time after this. Some wyverns, lots of random tames. Yeah, decent. Even some FFA ichthyos for more Mororexes. The Mororaptors themselves are also good. They do a good bleed when left on aggressive, so they're really nice in defense. So yeah, there we go. That has it. That was a massive profit from the guys raiding that Carno cave. We're now secure on the island and over in Svartalfheim. So stay tuned, subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and look out for the next episode where we take the fight to our enemies over on Scorched Earth.